Hey, I'm Aaron Overton, and this is this week's networking education moment. I'm here in space. We're going to talk about the idea of how something in video game design applies to networking. The first thing is that in video games we have something called the loop. The loop is that action that you take when you're playing a video game that allows you to kind of do one set of things. And the reason that this is important is that when you deliver a game to different platforms, that loop may be of different lengths. So, for example, if you're designing a mobile game, something that can be played on the phone, you want the loop to be something short and have that the player can do something that is useful or fun for them to do while they're maybe waiting in line at Starbucks, or they have 1 minute or 5 minutes and they have just a very short period of time. You want people to be able to get in, engage with your game, and then exit. Now, a kind of at the opposite end of the spectrum, you have the console RPGs, like something like a Skyrim or a Fallout or Red Dead Redemption or something like that, where the loop in a longer like RPG type game is actually a much longer and more involved thing. You go and you do a quest. You might take half an hour to actually produce like one loop that would happen during that time. Similarly, when we're doing networking, we have really kind of three major types of loops in terms of the networking that we do. The first is that thing that you do oftentimes in a weekly meeting where you have 30 to 60 seconds to give something that's the equivalent of your elevator pitch, right? So you need to kind of tailor your content so that it's something that you can be delivering in that kind of 30 to 60 seconds. And I have another article here on the prestigenetworkers.com site where I talk about a way that you can formulate that in a hook benefit feature and call to action method. So you could go and take a look at that article, and it'll help you with how to design an effective 30 to 60 second elevator pitch. The second thing that you have is often that you have a presentation that may be 7 to 10 minutes long, and this is an opportunity for you to go on a little bit of a deeper dive. Instead of like trying to capture just like one thing and hit it and bang, 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 you go through your list, you want to take the time to really train your team on ways that they can find referrals for you. So you want to make sure that you're hitting a few points that are kind of critical to that presentation. You want to have that you're talking about who your best markets are, what an entry-level product might be, and what makes for a good client and a bad client, without actually digging deep into the details of how you do the work. You want to be talking from the perspective of this is how you sell my work rather than this is how you do my work. And then the final loop that you will often do in networking is when you sit down one-to-one with other team members and you give them a lot more background. And this is your opportunity to kind of like go much deeper. Now, in a 1 hour meeting, you should really not plan to have more than half an hour of it be you, because like, let's be fair, you want to have like time for both participants to like talk about what they do. But this gets you an opportunity to maybe get a little more deep into it. That means you can effectively, just like you might be doing with some video game that's like an RPG game, you can delve deeper into the story. Why do you do the kind of work that you do? What is the most fulfilling aspects of it? You know, what are your plans for the future? What are your goals? That sort of thing. Those are the kinds of things that you can cover in a one-to-one with team members. So you really want to take a look at that and say, okay, what are the kinds of loops that I am going to be faced with in terms of my networking experience, and then plan out your content accordingly so that the platform that you deliver it on, similar to the platform that you might play a video game on, that you're delivering it appropriately and with the right kind of time frame. Once again, I'm Aaron Overton. I am here with your weekly networking education moment, and I'll see you in the next one.